want to be in. We're at an amazing screening tonight. It's sold out, and we're trying to get everybody outside and inside. Give yourselves a round of applause. Welcome, I'm Allison Delson. I'm going to be the Director of Performing Arts and Community Engagement here. We're your hosts. We're so happy you're here. Welcome. VC's asked me to come and help. So I see at least, house counters, I see at least 40 empty seats down front. If you're sitting here in the middle or up in the balcony and there's a seat in between you that's not belonging to a friend, can you raise a hand? We're gonna count really quick.
Yeah, Evan edited that for us.
That's all natty right there.
Did that just pop up?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, we're just gonna name what's going on. We're gonna get these last folks in. We're gonna let you have this amazing program. Are you so excited to see this film?
Yeah!
Yes, yes, we're really excited for you to see it. So hang tight for another 5 minutes. We're gonna try to get everybody else in and we're gonna let you all go. Have a great night.
We know your work, your body of work, you know, and I've known you for a few years now. And, you know, I mean, this is very different from what we think of you as an actor and what have you. So, I mean, you know, you've had this success through Twilight and then through your YouTube presence and also through, like, 21 and Over, and then, you know, more of a comedic, more kind of goofy persona. So, this is really a film that really shows, really, you know, the beginnings of an auteur, in my opinion. So, how did you come up with this project? And I believe you had personal experience in you know, the story and coming up with this project as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've always wanted to do a film about the riots. And just to give you guys some background, my dad, you know, he had a store in Paramount, and we got looted during the last day of the riots. So I have, you know, personal experience with the uprising, and you know, I was 11 when it happened, and at that time you just don't, you know, it doesn't really register like the significance of it. Also, you don't even know the danger really. I just remember watching TV and seeing, you know, all the they just kept replaying stuff, certain things they just kept replaying, and you know, just as an 11-year-old, and me and my sister, we were just talking to each other, and we were just like, so what does this mean? Does this mean we gotta move? Does this mean we gotta change schools? Are we gonna be seeing our friends anymore? It was just like, you know, what an 11-year-old thinks about. And then over the last, I don't know, 10 years, there's been a lot of projects that have tried to be made.
Questions on Earth. Nothing to do with the film. Oh, by the way, the person that wrote the original song is here. His name is Z. We kind of knocked that out at the studio like late at night. So if we can just give him a round of applause real quick. That's awesome. I hate you so much. It feels just like the other day when you walked my way and my heart skipped a beat. Oh yeah, finest thing that I ever seen, a straight beauty queen. Can't believe that God made Soleil.
Last question right here.
How'd you like the film, Bear Patino?
I thought it was great. I think David did an amazing job. I wasn't expecting to see this because unfortunately when it comes to the Asian American story, I've never seen anything that wasn't cringy for me. So this was like something next level for me where I was like, whoa, this is cool. Like, I've met some of these Asians, not the Asians that I've seen like currently, you know, in the theater. So I'm like, this is dope. Like, I even forgot that it was about Asian people and like, you know, the whole riot thing, because he just made it a very universal story.
More
of
about
just,
the relationships,
well,
the
that,
story.
well, that, and then just life in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, I can relate to these stories, you know, because I did hear the gunshots. I did have my parents be like, yo, they wouldn't say yo, but they're like, you gotta be home by this hour because shit gets crazy at night. Like I didn't grow up in South Central. I didn't grow up in, what was it, Panorama?
Paramount.
Oh, Paramount.
Which is
Paramount.
right next to Compton, by the way.
Right, Paramount, right. I don't know why I said Paramount. but it still felt very relatable to me, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought it was amazing. And David, whom you all know I fucking hate with my heart.
No, you don't.
I love him. There were times in the movie and scenes that I forgot that it was even David, and it was so endearing, and his character was just so soft and tender, but like because of his environment he was forced to be like this hard dude, you know?
Yeah.
But I really loved the acting that he did. Again, I would forget that it was David. I'm like, it's just this kid, you know, that was kind of born in this unfortunate environment, and he's doing the best that he can to survive, but his heart's like really soft. So I thought it was really dope. I'm really proud of him.
That's awesome, you big kidney.
Fine.
Yeah, David killed it, Justin killed it, everyone on the film killed it. Make sure you guys go check out Gook on iTunes. It's coming out soon. And if it is released in your area, please go and support. It was an awesome film. It's 11 o'clock at night.
We're tired.
We're tired. Good night.
Shut up, man. Fuck. As you guys know, I gave away Go for Broke, and I had a ton of extra shirts and stuff like that remaining, but majority of the sizes were like extra small or extra large, and a lot of you guys can't fit that. I decided, instead of throwing it away, give it to a youth foundation, because who fits extra smalls? Children. It's called the Asian Youth Center. While Ant was organizing all of this, they thought it would be a great idea to have a press conference. And then I was like, you know what? It might be a good idea to actually bring the Go for Broke Center together with the Asian Youth Center, because they've been looking for a younger audience to pretty much teach and pass the torch on and all that stuff. So I was like, let's get everybody together and have this little press conference. So I'm gonna be speaking there with David and Bart. Let's check it out.
They're very generously donating over 2,000 t-shirts, sweatshirts, and apparel for us to redistribute to low-income youth and families, and we're so extremely grateful. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Please.
Hi, I'm Bart, and this is Joe. And
David.
As it says on our name cards.
our name tags. And so we come from different backgrounds. We're comedians online, and we teamed up to make Go for Broke. David actually started the company, and being just close friends, we decided to team up with him and launch this clothing brand. And this clothing brand, along with our content, is very similar to kind of the mission statement of AYC, which is putting forth Asian American content, making it, exposing it, creating awareness around it. And when we teamed up with Go for Broke Education Center to do an event together, we realized what they were looking for is to create a merch arm to help raise money to fund their projects. And they're trying to reach a younger demographic, which is exactly the demographic that we reach, and which is exactly the type of clothing that we made. So it was very natural for us to want to just pass that along to them, because we're also involved in a lot of other projects, and it's not like this is something that we're completely tied to. We just wanted to find the best fit for the business. And how AYC came along was, after we transferred over the company, we had over 2,000 pieces of clothing left over. We just wanted to give it to our own community, so that's how everything kind of came about.
You said it too well. I don't have anything else to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started Go for Broke, you know, before Bart and Joe, kind of like the purpose of this clothing is that when I was younger, I used to wear a lot of clothes that didn't have anything that had to do with what I wanted to do as a kid. So, you know, the Go for Broke model too, and I think it's something that resonates with a lot of people outside of just like Asian Americans, and it's something that people don't know. So, prior to us putting this out, and people would ask us, where did Go for Broke come from? And people don't even know, and it's such a relevant, especially to Asian Americans, a part of our history, especially as Asian Americans. Recently too, like I've been a part of this film called Gook, and it's a very controversial title. But it's kind of representative of like how a lot of Asian American history isn't taken seriously. So you ask somebody nowadays, especially our youth, like what does Gook mean? They don't even know what it means. And at first, I think that when we hear that, we think, okay, well, it's quote unquote like a negative part of our history that people don't remember, so that might be a positive thing. But at the same time, as Asian American, I think, are we not important enough that you don't even know where this word comes from? And Go for Broke is one of those things that I was kind of surprised that a lot of kids don't even know, you know, the Asian American history that came with it. So we kind of took the mantra, and it represents how we want to live our lives. And then, you know, we created this brand. It's a blessing and an honor to kind of, you know, combine forces, especially with, you know, the Go for Broke Foundation and you guys as well. So.
Today is an interesting day because we are starting it off at the office, and the reason for that is because we are shooting the test pilot for our TV show. So we finally are able to make use of the JK News set that we haven't been able to make use of. And this is just some testing, some experimenting of combining JK Party and JK News into a format that we're gonna see if it can work on TV, which is also why I look decent for once, because usually I'm always wearing either barbell or fitness stuff, but I'm actually wearing a regular shirt, and then I have my watch on and shoes and pants. Let's see what they're up to. So we're not shooting on this side, so no one's here. It's really quiet in here, actually. Okay, I think there's people working already. Hi, what's your name? I'm Bart. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
There's Roy, the man that's putting this together. Are you excited?
I have never been more excited about anything in my entire life.
How many times have you said that?
Most days.
Okay, awesome. So everyone here is getting ready to work hard. Hey, what's up, Evan?
I'm excited and ready to do this because we're going to make magic.
I hope
It's
so.
Wednesday in Los Angeles. We always make magic on Wednesday.
Oh, perfect. The lighting looks good. Hey, how's it going? What's your name?
How's it going? I'm Mike.
How's it going? Are you the DP for this?
I am. Good to meet you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm Bart, by the way.
Good to meet you, Bart.
Wow, this looks awesome. Look at all these lights. We already had a fuck ton. There's already a fuck ton of lights.
We decided to add a couple more for you.
Yeah, just to make it look extra, extra fabulous. Awesome. Oh, we got the screens on. Ooh, I'm excited.
Since the show, we decided to come out here and enjoy the beautiful scene right here, JKV and Eiffel Tower. We wanted to do this, and we were like, oh, we're not gonna be able to do it on Friday, but it all worked out. Fate worked out for us because
the show
is right next to the Eiffel Tower, so it worked out. Another crazy thing that happened is one of my friends from like almost 10 years ago, he was in one of my music videos. He's actually a part of the show. No, he's not one of the naked burlesque dancers, but he was dancing in the show. Shout out to you, Mr. Fantastic, Robert Moraine. You guys go follow him on Instagram. You could see his dances and all that stuff, but it was pretty crazy. When I saw him in the show, I was like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
I know this guy. And I thought it was gonna be a guy doing like a seductive dance, but he busted out his whoops. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he did a great job. He did comedy and
He made everybody laugh.
And he did his like crazy fucking poppin' weird shit.
Oh, you do that pretty good. But now we're gonna end the night with a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. We're just waiting for 7 more minutes for it to light up.
Oh, it's starting, it's starting.
Oh! Whoa, it's even more than before.
Yeah, it didn't do that last time.
Cool.
Wow.
Is that all it does?
Yeah.
It's like a sparkle. Do you guys see the Eiffel Tower? Sparkly sparkles.
It's the finale,
Wow.
Paris finale for us.
Finally, it's over. And it's a grand finale.
Good job. How was it?
Fun?
Nice. High five. You think you can drive now?
Yeah, no.
It's actually a lot harder to drive those than a regular car. Real cars actually are a lot easier.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Aiden, speed racer.
No drive.
Oh yeah?
No.
Today has been amazing. I am so happy that I'm able to experience Disney World for the very first time with not only my son, but with my cousin who I grew up with as a sister and her own son. We get to show Disney to the next generation. And I grew up wanting to come to Disney World my entire life. It was always something like a far-fetched dream that I felt like I would probably never get to. And to finally be here today and get to see it with my own eyes, and it's just, it's overwhelming. And I really think that Disney is responsible for that wanderlust that's inside of me, because watching their movies and getting to experience the way they curate their park with a lot of cultures and a lot of different walks of life, it really feeds into that little girl inside of me that just wants to see the world. And with moments like these, it really reminds me that it's important to keep that little kid inside all of us alive.
My back is hurting.
And it's sweaty, huh?
And my arms are hurting too. I was like recording like this.
All right, let me get up.
I get up? All right. 1, 2, 3. I gotta get this.
Dad's job, right?
Dad's
Picked up
job.
classes off. I was like, hello, nice to meet you. I'm David. She's like, does this guy hate me? But I just couldn't recognize. I just seen you blossom so much over the years. It's kind of representative of what we see here today. You guys have grown so much since I first met you. And I first met Casey at a San Diego film festival where he was 30 pounds heavier with long hair and a lot of grease. He was a greasy man. And you've changed him into this beautiful blossoming man too. So I've seen you guys transform a lot. It's weird because we have like this concept that we think that we understand as a kid. My mom told me that I didn't understand what love was when I was a kid, especially like with my very first girlfriend. That first definition of love is usually physical. For men, it's the waist, the body, the booty, and maybe some of these. And we think that's what love is. And it starts to evolve as we grow up. Maybe for you, I don't know what it is for women. It's probably the strong chin. And Casey does have a booty himself. It starts to evolve a little bit. There was 3 concepts of love that my mom told me that I'll get to understand when I'm older. The first one was the love that you have as a child to your parents. Second is gonna be when you meet your significant other. Third is gonna be when you have a child, then you have Isaac, then you should know what that feels like as well. As you start to grow up, you start to realize another 3 things is how you view love. Something that very much transcends what we think that definition is. You'll never really understand it until you feel it. Usually your significant other will ask you this one question. He goes, well, usually it's the girl, by the way. She goes, well, what happens when I'm fat and after we have a kid and then my face is saggy and then my hair is all stringy? Are you still gonna love me then? And usually the man will say, of course I will. I'll love you no matter what. What do you love about me? I love the way that you talk, the way that your voice is, the things that you say, your mind. There will be a time in your life. There you see a lot of couples who go through those problems and they're still together. They don't have the conversations that they used to. They don't look the same that they used to when they're older, but you still love them. And that's that love that you kind of gain as you get older. And just as much as you two have evolved, I'm pretty sure your love will evolve as well.
Tiffany, I feel like our relationship literally walked out of a movie and it exists in real life. I don't believe in love at first sight, but when I first saw you, I thought, man, I have to talk to her and I have to be with her. And it wasn't instant either. It wasn't instantly that we were together. Over time though, I think through my persistence, I think I finally got to you and we started dating. Pretty soon we moved in together and we started a life together. Through that, I feel like we've literally blossomed into a perfect couple. And I don't want to brag, but I honestly think that we have a perfect relationship, and I honestly believe that we will have a perfect marriage. And I promise to you that I will be a perfect husband. Through the dark times and the low times, I promise to you that I will make things brighter and higher for you. And I promise to love our children just as equally, no matter through love or blood. And I promise to you that I will be the perfect partner, your best friend. The simple things, I feel like, are the hardest things to promise. Simply just being side by side and being happy. I think those are the hardest things to promise. All those small moments, the most important moments, the ones that are overlooked, those will also be perfect. I will never take that for granted, and I won't take you for granted. And I love you.
How do I follow that? I feel like I'm dreaming right now. Growing up, my entire life, I always constantly would wish that I could turn back time and change my past and whatever I went through in life. And meeting you really showed me that I needed to go through everything I went through because it led me to you. It's so hard to speak, but you know how I feel inside and you know everything we've been through, and my mind just went blank. But you have helped me grow into the person I am today, and I will forever be grateful for that. And I just promise to be the best wife I can be, your best friend forever, and I'll always be your #1 fan no matter what. And I'm just really looking forward to what the future holds for us. I love you.
They freestyled that too, by the way. That wasn't written. That was amazing. As you can see, you know, you have all your friends and family here, that a marriage isn't just going to be between you two. Everybody here that's witnessing this is also involved. So it's a very big commitment. And I want you guys to know that before you exchange these rings, you're going to be stuck with these crazy people for the rest of your life. Casey, do you take this woman who thinks that tahine is a meal, who at times will work late because of JK News, who probably gives you a lot of headaches, who doesn't understand why you like movies as much as you do, who stresses you out every time that you want to critique a film, and she's like, sometimes I just want to watch some stuff. Do you take her to be your wife?
I do.
Tiffany, do you take this man who constantly critiques your shows like Game of Thrones, which you know you really like, and sometimes he always just gotta say, I don't understand what's going on with this. This man who likes chicken feet for some reason, duck ankles, pig nose, noodles. I know you don't like noodles. Do you take this man to be your husband?
I do.
Would you like to exchange your rings? It fits. Tiffany? It's permanent. You ready for that?
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be an I do or a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I now pronounce you Casey and Tiffany Chen. You may now kiss the bride. Let's get a picture, everybody.
Alright, ready? Open your cans. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my God.
She sprayed you out of nowhere.
I knew it! Alright?
What's the
My mom's so crazy. This is what GEO'S nipples have to go through.
He's so violent.
He sucks the shit out of that thing.
You should do a profile shot.
He's not even 2 days old yet. He's barely over 1 day old and he sucks ferociously.
It's really ferociously. Like, I feel like my nipple's not gonna be there. Like, it's rough.
Sorry, Mom Bear.
Look at that.
He's freaking sucking the crap out of that thing. You're a champ. What a good boy. Cutie.
I know it's cold, I'm sorry.
Right now we're double checking to see TAIKA's responsiveness in his ear. So they're gonna play some white noise. Oh. They're gonna play some white noise and then they're gonna check his brainwave activity. Good boy. It's okay, good boy. You're a good boy. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. Bye-bye. Oh, good.
我还在等你。
我刚才没办法出去呀，你进来呀。
你还在拍哦？
没有，我没有拍，我没有。
今天早上已经在网上看到他了，我记得。
Dude，没有啊。
啊？
还没有，怎么可能呢？
有啊，今天早上已经看到他了。
你把门关起来，叫那么大声。My dad's like, you still making movies? I already saw him online. I'm like, how? We didn't transfer any of this footage online. What are you talking about? So my dad came to visit, so we're gonna spend some family time right now. This is one of the cuniest sights in the world. I like seeing me, my dad, and TAIKA together because it's 3 generations of Kwans. And I've never seen my dad this happy. He's usually so grumpy, and he's always talking mad shit to me all the time. But since this guy's been born, my dad's in love. He loves him. Alright, so this is the last part of the Christmas tree. This Christmas tree right here is my very first Christmas tree, and it's also this guy's very first Christmas tree.
Oh, Christmas tree.
While he's drooling.
Oh, Christmas tree.
But he hasn't been able to see it in its full glory yet.
Yep, because he's been sleeping.
So we want to catch his reaction looking at our Christmas tree together. Can you do the honors and bring him close? Okay.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, bring him close right there.
I mean the camera, not the baby.
Are you able to hold him with one hand?
Yes.
Okay, now hold the camera base right here. Get both of you guys' reaction. Back up. Back up. Okay, perfect. This is gonna get both of them. Okay.
Okay.
And then rotate right here. All right. And TAIKA, look at the tree. Look at the tree, TAIKA. Look at the tree.
I hope we're both still in frame.
Where's the cord?
Oh no, delays. He's getting impatient. Okay. Oh, Dad's underneath the Christmas tree. I hope TAIKA's still in this. He didn't even look. He's looking in the wrong direction. He's looking over here.
All right, maybe you could guide him. Go.
Okay, look.
Look at the tree.
Whoa.
Wow. Do you see the tree?
No, look at the tree, not the camera, baby.
Do you see the
Look
tree?
At the tree. Look at all the lights. Look at all the cool stuff.
I think he likes it.
No, he likes the camera.
Are you looking at the tree?
Look at the tree, it's right there.
Are you looking at the tree?
Look at the tree. Wow, there it is. Look at all the stuff. Look at his eyes.
Whoa, he's like, what's all this? What's all that stuff? This is yours and my first Christmas tree.
Look how cool.
Look how beautiful this is.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. It's the stars.
Yeah, he's going nuts. Look at his eyes. He's looking at everything.
What a good boy.
Look. I turn off the lights.
That's awesome. Are you having a good time? What the hell is going? What the hell is going on over there?
It's such a nice moment. You killed it.
Okay. We're bothering him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Take your Mexican word. I'm sorry. I can't believe he left us. He said, screw you guys. Anyway, TAIKA, let's bring it back in here. Look at this. Oh. Okay, when you get to be 1 year old,
I think he's taking it all in. He likes it.
you're probably going to walk over here and you're going to start taking everything off. And you're going to throw it at the dogs. You're going to stick it in your mouth. You're going to go and crawl underneath it. What else are you going to do, baby? I feel like you're... Oh, this fell. I feel like you're about to do a bunch of bad stuff. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Ooh. Touch it. Touch it. No? No?
I think you were hypnotizing him.
You will love Christmas the way your mama does. Ooh, will like Christmas. And it's okay to play Christmas music in November before Thanksgiving. It's okay.
All right. So, on that note, that is our Christmas tree day. And it was so awesome to be able to share my first Christmas tree experience with my son. And I'm glad to be able to give him on his first year of life something I never had, thanks to Mama Bear Patino.
It's so sad, but we're gonna make it, fam.
check this out. While we're filming, Gio's mom has been hiding in this corner the whole time.
She makes it worse for herself.
Are you serious?
She put a baby blanket over her head.
Are you serious?
Oh my god. Let's go away. Go away.
Gio's mom always thinks she's in our way, but she's never in our way because we're just filming regular family life. She was sitting here earlier, and we were gonna film this tree, and she freaking goes and hides over here now.
And then she went out of the way to put the baby blanket on her
Yeah.
head. No, for real now. For real.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Why would you do that to me? Yeah, he cut it. Yep. Am I trusting? Stop. That's it, please. Stop.
Okay.